Hello, good morning. I just want to say this. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be. It's the Ubuntu philosophy that I agree with, I endorse, and I try my best to tell everyone about this philosophy. If it were not for you, I wouldn't be. I was just now reading my email, and there is an email from Sarah, and she said, "You're the Bob Ross of cooking." She said that because I do make cooking videos, you know. Just all you have to do is to Google Microdac cooking videos. Isn't that a nice thing to say? I think it is. And then there's this one. Thank you, sir, for this video. You saved my life. So precise and to the point, yet very gracious. I love this. Please make more. Love your voice. It is so soothing. You see how nice people can be? I think people can be very nice if they choose to be nice. Speaking about that, what I really want to talk about is your resolution. You really don't have to wait until New Year's to make resolutions. You know that, right? I have never met a perfect person, but that does not necessarily mean that we can't all work towards perfection. I think that's our goal in life, to work towards perfection, and we can do that. And we don't have to make resolutions annually. We can make it every day. Every day we resolve to be a better person. One way that we can do that is to take a good look at who we are and be brutally honest about that. Now, for those of you who believe that there is a God, and who am I to argue that point, then I would suggest that you use the examples of yourself in trying to determine what this God would be like. Okay? And this is what I'm talking about. This God, I think, would probably make you as an image of whatever entity this God is. So, if you find yourself to be an individual who is essentially a human being with the potential of perfection, then that would be a very good role model, I think. Don't you? Look, we have a brain, which means that we are intellectual beings. We have insights and inspirations, and we're inspired by the work of others. We're inspired by being in nature. We have this feeling that we are attached to something greater than ourselves. We love our mothers and our fathers, even though we cannot tell you why or how or the mechanics of this love. So we're essentially a spiritual being also. And of course, we are physical beings. And this God would probably make you a very sensual being. So, in using your common sense, I would suggest strongly that you reject any dogma, any edict, any doctrine that suggests that being sensual is morally wrong. I would absolutely suggest that you reject, because that's an insult to the Creator. All we have to do is to be correct in our way at looking at things. And we, as human beings, do everything that we can to be as perfect as we can, while at the same time, and this is probably the most important of all, we are as sensual as we want to be without hurting anyone. Not mentally, not physically, not spiritually. That's what I believe. So, we don't have to wait for New Year's to make resolution. We can resolve today, right now, that we will do everything in our power to be the absolute best human being that we can be. Don't you agree? Oh my gosh. Email. I'm reading them today and I am so excited. I really am. This guy said, I'll bet he tells good stories. Isn't that wonderful? All you have to remember is this. I am because of you. That's right. If it were not for you, I wouldn't be. So all I'm saying, do think for yourself. Reject any dogma, edict, or doctrine that tells you that you're any less than what you are. Think for yourself and resolve to be the absolute best human being that you can be.